Hey all, welcome to the blending mode class at Hummy's World. If you are just now finding us, this is one of the last lessons and there are 40 of them, including texture downloads. So go to www.hummysworld.com and start at the beginning so you can learn more about each specific blending mode. So here is my image with this blending mode technique, and this technique is using bokeh. And bokeh is that those blown out circles that you can get when you are photographing and photographing light. And I actually have a lesson in the photography class on how to photograph them. So if I haven't linked you up with that lesson, please remind me to do so. So here is, let's deconstruct by hiding all of my original layers. And the background layer was created from color straight from the ocean in the photo, and then as I was doing it I realized that the ocean got darker the closer it got. So I just grabbed the marquee tool and redid and made the bottom part a little bit darker. And here is let's see, here's the bokeh after I put it on there. And you can see I've used the linear dodge and then I lowered it to 47%. So here is the bokeh image that I used and what I am giving you. I actually took this image of my Christmas tree. And one of the reasons that we are using linear dodge add is so that it kind of keeps the halos. You see the kind of the halos around the spots and the color. You can use screen and it works also. Actually, probably any of the lighten ones work. This lighten doesn't work quite as well. It depends on what your image is and what you're going for. Screen works well, and color dodge makes it even brighter, but linear dodge, see, even makes it, sparkle more. And well, the lighter color gives you a totally different effect, but I like the linear dodge the best. And then after you get it on there, depending on what your image is, you may want to leave it this bright, or you may want to lower the opacity, even, just down to just a slight sparkle at 21 might be good. I forgot where I left mine, my original, but we're just gonna put it somewhere in here. And then I decided it was a little bit detracting from the bird, so I added a layer mask. Whoops, layer mask. And I got a brush. Remember, white reveals, black conceals. We're totally white, so we're going to be painting some black onto the layer mask. Click on your layer mask, make sure it's active. And I actually just used the brush that I used in the last few lessons that we made in the brushes lesson. We made a texture brush from a lesson, so you see how I'm getting a lot of use out of it. And I lowered the opacity down, it's down to 41%, but just however you want. And I wanted to leave it on the bird, but I wanted to make it kind of faded. And I liked the way that it was coming through the bird's wings, and I kind of left that more. And these down here were really detracting, so I just kind of eliminated them a lot. You can see that made it a lot more pleasant. So we can get rid of this extra one we've been playing with and go back to my original to see what I did. So you can see I kind of left it on the bird, but I just faded it. Having your brush the lower opacity is what helps to do that. So here is my layers, how I did that. And it's going to be different for each image. And then I added my text, played with some layer styles, and then of course, as you see me often doing, I wanted to tie everything together. I almost left it as it is because without the edges, it kind of made it still like free flowing, like it was going to go straight off the page. But I did go ahead and add the art paper 27 again. You see it goes way beyond the edges. That's because I grabbed it and I just wanted a little bit on the edges. I didn't want it as thick as the texture, and I used an overlay blending mode, and before and after, and you can see that I love the way the edge of this texture, the white edge on it, let's go back to normal, the white edge here kind of also work to highlight. I keep using this texture of mine. I think I'm going to keep using it a lot. I really like it a lot. So anyway, that's all there is to using the Bokeh, and so I'm going to give you the one Bokeh download. I have other Bokeh. Maybe someday I'll get them in the store. But you have one to use on this lesson, and as always, you can use any of the other texture downloads. Please share us your recipe for what you get on your image by getting a screenshot of your layers palette and typing out what you did. And I look forward to seeing what you all do with this one. It's kind of a fun lesson.